Ocasio-Cortez says that Trump should be impeached. And when she says it, then Pelosi agrees to do it. Why? Because the East Indians, Arabs and Pakistanis, who are the sons of Ishmael, they rule America right now. Before we go on, here's a secret about Ocasio-Cortez. Her actual last name is Ocasio, and she changed that deliberately to hide the fact that she's an East Indian Ishmaelite. Here's the proof. What I just told you is the Indians are revealed, because most of their names end in a vowel. Some of our names end in a vowel too, but that's because they mix with us to make us defend them, thinking we're defending ourselves. Are you white people who are my blood brothers, are you going to allow these bastards to impeach our president and take America from us? I say hell no. And here's the proof that the East Indians, who are the Ishmaelites, are ruling America. Remember, it's not all East Indians, but these ones who sit in the high places as if they are God. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, 1 through 11. Watch this video and let me show you how the East Indian Ishmaelites have taken America and are trying to impeach our president. Damn! These fake black people are not the black people of America who were brought over here as slaves. They have deceived the world into making us think they're black when they're really East Indians, Arabs, and Pakistanis. Especially that creep called Obama, who actually freed all of the East Indian, Arabs, and Pakistanis because they are his people. He let them go out of Gitmo. Those were the people that supplied the drug dealers. But the black men like Bo Diddley, Ike, Larry Hoover, Big Meech, Tim Brown, Rick Brownlee, all of them still have not been pardoned. He let all those other nuts go, them East Indians, but he didn't pardon any of our brothers. He's a traitor to the black man. Remember this, black people. These are not us.
The fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. And still they can't keep their promise to you because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
The fake black people, and they hate us. These are the women who are the deceivers of the world. These are the East Indians, descendants of Ishmael, our oppressors. They are the haters of our people, and they're totally different from the black American ex-slaves. And I'm going to prove that in this video.
The brains behind Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The man behind the curtain is this guy, Saikat Chakrabarti. Saikat was AOC's campaign manager and is now her chief of staff. Saikat came out of Harvard and worked as an organizer for the Bernie Sanders campaign. And Ilhan Omar was actually endorsed by the Justice Democrats, the mastermind behind it all, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks.
What we need to do is take over the Democratic Party. Look, we want hundreds. We want to replace Congress.
Zach Exley is a radical left Open Borders guy who was once a fellow at the Open Borders Foundation, which is George Soros' organization.
The way you know that is them, because most of their names end in a vowel. Like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she is an East Indian Sephardic, which means Jewish person, which means I am an Arab or East Indian Jew from Spain as Arab Jews, who's trying to hide by changing her name to her mother's last name instead of her father's last name, which is Ocasio, which ends in a vowel, which will indicate to you that she's an East Indian. But now she's Cortez. Get the hell out of here. You think you can hide heifer? I see you. This is the art of being a cannibal serpent who's trying to keep themselves hidden from justice. Pelosi herself, she is over the Congress, and she herself, look up, she's a Malaysian, and part Sicilian. Who are the Malaysians? They are East Indians. Who are the Sicilians? They are red dot in the head, East Indian gypsies. They are not actually Italians. All of their names end in a vowel. Pelosi, Versace, Muvato. Listen to that. They're all rich. They don't have to pay tax. So of course Pelosi wants you to pay more taxes and pay your fair share. Of course she agrees with the Green Deal because she will not be regulated. They make you do that so that they don't have to compete with you, black man and white man. You understand? Pelosi is an East Indian. She acts like an Italian, but the Italian's name ends in a consonant. The real Italians in Italy. How do you know? Caesar, Pilate, Columbus, Africanus, all those names are Italian names. All the real Italians worked for a living. Talib, another East Indian, Arab, Palestinian, which is the actual Philistines, trying to act like a woman of color. In other words, she's black. You ain't black, heifer. Get the hell out of here. Damn a Talib. You understand? Go to hell. That's why I'm sending you. Here's another red dragon serpent trying to hide. She changed her name from Herbie by marrying her husband whose name was Talib. But she never lets you know her last name is actually Herbie because she don't want you to know that she's an East Indian. So their names end in a vowel. Talib, we see you, Satan. Okay, you and all of you fake ass Negroes like Obama, acting like a black man when he's really, he's from Kenya. East Indian, he captured us and sold us into slavery. And Kamala, this heifer wants to be our president when she's an East Indian whose parents had slaves in Jamaica. She admits this. Damn that heifer. That lady, Omar, she is an East Indian. She's a dark one. She's a Moor. She is another Ishmaelite, and she's an accuser of the brethren who accuses us every day. Revelations 12:10. Think I don't see who you are? You got in the house with the master as a Sambo and beat the hell out of us. I don't see you, heifer. Okay? I'm a real black man, and I'm going to tell the truth on who your black ass is. And by the way, Ilhan Omar, her mother's last name is Haji. Her mother's an East Indian. Her father's an Arab. Those are Ishmaelites. Why does she not want you to know that her mother's name is Haji? She don't want you to know she's an East Indian. Remember, East Indians, Arabs, Pakistanis, and Asians are all the same people. They are the sons of Ishmael. It's very important to remember that. Ishmael, whenever I say Ishmael, I'm talking about those people. They were the black Moorish people and the red sand Negro, East Indian, Arab, Pakistani people that captured us and sold us to the white American Canaanite, then hide to hold themselves not guilty. Zechariah 11:5 and Psalms 83:1-5. The East Indians, Arabs, and Pakistanis had slavery back then, and I want y'all to check out. They're killing and hunting our women down today and eating them and destroying them right now. Check this crap out.
Here, check my bag. I'm telling you, I don't have to take you. You check my purse. Get off. Get off. Cause you're tripping.
This is what East Indian people do to our people every day, secretly, and holding themselves not guilty. They are the murderers of our people. They are guilty. They will be held accountable. It's not all of them, but the ones that are doing it, you're doomed. Look what you're doing to my sister, you bastard. You think you're going to get away with this, don't you? You killing us, then you trying to make the white man take the blame for your crap. Look how you killed and beat our sister like this here. You East Indians better repent from this crap that you do. I see you, boy. Going to hell, boy. Sisters, y'all Arabs beating a black woman to death as she hangs upside down on a meat hook. The damnation of hell. I'm gonna whoop your punk ass, you bitch ass. You in trouble. Black people, black women, white women, Latin women, wake up. Look how they beating our sisters. Oh, you generation of vipers, how can you escape the damnation of hell? You East Indians have been dogging us for thousands of years. I know that you're Ishmael. Look at you biting my sister's breast and eating her breast off of her chest while she's alive. What a creep. You beating white women too. Look how they beating black women and white women. These are East Indians doing this here. Ishmaelites trying to make the Arabs look like the bad guys when you the guys that's doing it to us. Remember, Cherokees are the Ishmaelites. They are East Indian, Arab, and Pakistanians who came over here on ships calling themselves the Phoenicians, and then they became the Aztecs, and then they ran up into America and called themselves the Cherokee. Remember that. The chief of the Cherokee is Chief Bill Baker.
In welcoming our next speaker to the stage, the Principal Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Bill John Baker.
A white Canaanite Cherokee.
Nagata. Good afternoon.
And those white Indians and those red Indians are the same people that's from Europe. So when the Asians, which is the East Indian, Arabs, and Pakistanis, come to America, they become Cherokee Indians. That's why. Then you have white ones who call themselves Slavs, not Slovenians, because those are totally different people. The Slovenians are European Gentiles, the chosen ones of God. The Slavs are Canaanites, and they come over here as the Slavs, and they become a part of the Cherokee Nation. These are the people that are in the government that we must be careful of right now. They have infiltrated into the Republican Party of the Republicans, called Mitch McConnell, Jeff Flake. All these is about 9 of them in the Senate right now. These are the ones we have to be careful of, and I'm going to point them out to you right now. Watch this. So we must be very careful. In the Senate, we have the Cherokee Indians. Now, who are the Cherokee Indians? They're hiding under the word Mormon now. So Joseph, the man who started the Mormons, is a Cherokee Indian, and Mormon is a Cherokee religion. These are some of the leaders who are Mormon, like Mitch McConnell. He's a Mormon Cherokee Indian. And Senator McCain, he's a Cherokee Indian. That's why he's against Trump. All these people fight against Trump. Senator Susan Collins is also a Mormon. Mike Lee and all of these people like Jeff Flake are all Mormons. They are the people that believe in the Cherokee being the chosen. And they're doing this because if you go on the Democrat side, you can't win. You go on the Republican side that's in the Senate, you can't win because Mitt Romney, all these people are Cherokee Indians. These are the sons of perdition that must be revealed and moved out of the way. 2 Thessalonians 2:1-11. These are the men that sit in high places as if they are God, the senators. These men make up 6% of the Republican Senate, and they are all Cherokee Indians. Most of them call themselves Mormons to hide. But if we do not reveal them and move them out of the way, Trump cannot get his policies in. All of them Mormons are the only ones that are against Trump's policy. These are the ones that I just spoke of. They are Republicans, and they appear to be white Gentiles, but actually they're hidden Mormon Cherokee Indians. Marco Rubio seems to have repented. I ask the rest of them to repent, or we must remove them from their seats and put other Gentiles and black Republicans into those seats so that his policies can go through. And all the stars from Hollywood that speak against Trump are all Indians. This punk chump Robert De Niro acting like he a gangster. You ain't no gangster, boy. Talking about you want to punch President Trump in the mouth. This ain't President Trump. Boy, this is President Trump. He'll whoop your ass. You ain't nothing but a red dot in the head East India gypsy from Sicily. Go to hell, boy. And I want to whoop your ass too, chump.
And these stars all speak against Trump. Here's some other ones like Snoop Dogg, the Cherokee Indian.
Snoop, you are 23% Native American. That's pretty big. Drum roll, please. Snoop Dogg, you are 71% sub-Saharan African.
Remember, sub-Saharan Africans are East Indians or some Arabs. They are the ones that captured us and sold us into slavery. Spike Lee, whose great-granddaddy was General Lee, the Confederate leader who fought to keep us in slavery. As highlighted in yellow as you read this chart here, you'll see that Lucy Lee was the mother of General Lee. He was the 17th child, and she was a full-blooded Cherokee Choctaw Indian. Remember, Jussie Smollett is not a black man from America.
Smollett stated, and it feels like if I had said I was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me much more.
Remember, Jussie Smollett is not a black man from America who's the real Hebrews. He is a East Indian. The proof is Jussie Smollett's father, Joel Smollett, is a Jew from Poland and Russia. These Jews are called Sephardic Jews, which means I am an Arab or East Indian Jew. Also, remember, when you see the name ending with the word son or man, those are also the East Indians, Arabs, Pakistanis, and which is the Ishmaelites and the Canaanites, like Wilson or Johnson. These are all Indian names. Check this out.
Whoopi Goldberg,
whose great-great-granddaddy was Anthony Johnson, an East Indian from Angola, and also the very first person to own a slave in America, and he was black, like she is. That's why she tortured black people all the time with her East Indian African black ass. Remember Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, both of them are absolute Cherokee Indians, and they say so. Go check them out. And here's Maxine Waters with her evil self. She is a Cherokee. She admits she's a Cherokee, and she got us following her stupid behind talking about impeach President Trump. You need to get your black ass out of there. No, don't worry. Her name gave her away too. All of the Canaanites who she was born from as their slaves, they have names that end with animal names or things like Running Bull, Waters, or Rock. So when you see Maxine Waters, that's another Cherokee. All of these people that you just saw are East Indians, Arab, and Pakistani. These are the black people they put out in the front to act like they are us, to speak for us, as if we should listen to them because they are us, when they are really not us. They are the deceivers of the world. Notice they are actually allowed to become rich. They are actually allowed to become stars. And almost all of them are ugly as hell. What the hell is going on? Damn them niggas, don't talk for me, boy. They mix with us and join on to us to make us fight for them as if we are them because we don't know who they are. But this is how you can tell if you are them or not. If you have a driver's license, you're not an East Indian, because East Indians don't need driver's license. They don't have to pay any taxes. They get $1,000 from us a month per child. Regulation free. They don't have to have license tags or traffic. They can get traffic tickets. They got diplomatic immunity. They get free housing, free health care. They are unregulated, and they get all kind of money from us. We're paying tribute to them. They get free housing. They live absolutely for free. They can't be foreclosed on. They are absolutely regulation free. They are free. East Indians like Omar and come to America. They don't have to pay no taxes because they get the same Cherokee rights as the Cherokee because they are the same exact people. Remember that. And they are the children of Ishmael. Act like they're us. They're fake protesters acting like they're black men. They're not us. Look at them though. And then they act like he's an oppressed black man. Now this is a fake black man who's actually an East Indian talking about white people are killing us when his people are the ones that's killing us. I never even seen one of them in jail. Black people, you know, every time you've gone to jail, have you ever seen an East Indian, Arab, or Pakistani in jail? No. They even have safe zones. They can kill us and get away with it. These are all fake black people like Smollett and Colin Kaepernick, the suckers. Look at these Dominicans. They're not Dominican blacks. They're Dominican East Indians. They're called coolies. Look at them. These are East Indians beating black Haitians. Damn! Look at them beating us with sticks and disrespecting Haitians, stepping on the Haitian flag, deported black Haitians. These are the bastards that's acting like they're with us. They're despicable. Hanging Haitians in the Dominican Republic. Look at these East Indians. It's them that's doing it. They're doing it all over the world and America. Check them out. Then they go out acting like they're black to protest against racism and against Donald Trump and against white people when they're the actual people that need to be protested against. They're doing what they did in Acts chapter 19 and Acts chapter 17 and Acts chapter 18 when Paul, the black Hebrew, spoke to the Gentiles. They rioted and went against them. Look at them now. They're not black. They're East Indian. Watch this. Look at them. It ain't no black people in that audience. Not one black person is in that audience. All East Indians have from Pakistan. Look at them. And then the fake media, CNN, MSNBC, and all of those nuts put it on like it's actually black people out there protesting when it's actually East Indians. Where do the East Indians get all of these tricks from? Well, they got it from their forefathers like Democrates and Plato and Socrates. They taught them and taught Gandhi, who taught the other East Indians on the trick of the bloodless coup. So what they do is they start riots and arguments in the street and debates. That's what they're great at, debating. They even argued that Jesus was not the Son of God and that the children of Israel are not the chosen people of God. So this is how tricky they are. Those are the arguers. And the great way of doing it is the way he did it in his country. He took over his country through a bloodless coup. And the way he did it was the Gandhi trick. He said, you move into the country with your numbers, which the Ishmaelites are large in numbers of people. Then you get into the country and you teach the people democracy. And then you join on to the weak of each group, like the female group, the gay group, and the minority group. Get them to help you vote yourselves in, and then you get into office and you then run the people by regulating them. That's how they deceive the whole world. Revelation 12:7-9.
So what Gaddafi is talking about is first create the population. Once you have the population, you can then begin to get your people into the government through the election system. And once you have your people in the government, now you can begin to change everything. This is what Gaddafi was talking about. This is one of the things that made Gaddafi so dangerous to European culture as we know it.
So, Art, I thank you for your call. And you're right.
Black man and the white man, if we don't come together, according to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, 1-11, God Yahweh is going to kill everybody by fire. East Indians, everything is owned by them.
I've had a great relationship. The largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent.
The Cherokees are the KKK. Democrats hate Gentiles and blacks.
People, by whether they have Indian blood, whether they're qualified to run a gaming casino or not?
That probably is me, absolutely. Because I'll tell you what, why are you being discriminatory? Why is it that the Indians don't pay tax, but everybody else does? I do. I pay tax. Why is it that the tremendous benefit from the taxes that a certain industry does, but the Indians aren't contributing to that?
Thank God for Melania, who said all of you Indians, she knew they were East Indians. She said, if you don't like what my husband is doing, go back to East India. She was talking to the Cherokees and the Sioux Indians, who are all the same people. God blessed Trump with Melania, a real European blessed woman. Even though he is a descendant of great men like Cyrus and Alexander the Great and Caesar. Here's the deal. We were destroyed one time because Alexander the Great, as a European Gentile, fell in love with Roxanne after he conquered India and Macedonia. And when he did that, he listened to her. And she tricked him into giving away our blessing from the black man and the white man. So we have to remember the story of Roxanne. You go to gods2.com and it'll tell you the whole story on how Lilith deceived the whole world. Her descendant is Roxanne, and all these women that marry into our great kings and our great princes, and then train them to go against us, like Deuteronomy chapter 7 said they would teach us to rebel. And so you catch hell. So all you brothers who are married to a woman that's an East Indian, the Bible said in 1 Corinthians that you can marry a woman that might be East Indian, Arab, Pakistani, Ishmaelite, Canaanite. We can marry them, but just remember, do not listen to her if she tries to tell you to go against Trump or the ways of God. Okay? Thank you.
Not all Ishmaelites are going to hell, because Revelation 12:7-9 says every nation, kindred, and tongue will be saved in the last day who are righteous. But the nobles of them are going to be destroyed. That's Psalms 83, 1-5 through verse 11.
There are good East Indians and bad East Indians. The Bible said that every nation, kindred, and tongue will go to heaven in the last day. It did not say everybody but the East Indians, Arabs, and Pakistanis. It said everybody can go. But those East Indians who sit in high places acting as if they are God, you in trouble. The wicked ones, caste, the ones who call themselves the castaways, the higher ups. The castaways are Hagar, who was cast out of Abraham's camp by Sarah, and God agreed with it, so they call themselves caste, and they put themselves above everybody. So the good East Indians and Arab Pakistanians are being destroyed along with us. So we got to save them too. They're going to heaven with us, and these are some of the ones that's going with us. What everybody does not know is that the reason why they call themselves caste, because Hagar was cast out with her son Ishmael, the father of all East Indian, Arabs, and Pakistanians. What they don't understand is that the reason why they put themselves above everybody is because Hagar was the daughter of Pharaoh, and she was a princess. So they believe that they are royalty, and they're above us as caste. So they look down on everybody. That's why they want everybody to serve them, because of Hagar, their mother, the devil. Remember, caste are these East Indians that beat other East Indians with canes in India. So the East Indians, the regular ones, the cab drivers over here and all them, they're going to help us overthrow these East Indians who are so goddamn tricky. Remember, white European Gentiles, they even had you in slavery. The East Indian and Arab Pakistanians enslaved the black man and the white man throughout all history. Damn. Revelations 12, 1-15. This is where I come in. See, Trump is in the Bible. Revelations 12. It says, I beheld a great wonder in heaven, a woman with a crown on her head, clothed with the sun. What does crown on her head means? She's in charge. She rules. What does clothed by the sun? Meaning that she is full of melanin all over her skin, and the sun can get into her and create the vitamin D, which causes life. That is what the woman is, with the moon under her feet, meaning Islam and communism, which means they live for free off of our tax dollar. And all of that crazy stuff is under our feet. Okay. It said, and I beheld another great wonder, a great red dragon standing before the woman, seeking to slay her before she is delivered. She's paying to be delivered. Who's this great red dragon? Ocasio-Cortez, Pelosi, Tlaib, all of these bastards, because there are many devils. Okay, remember that. These are the bastards that are trying to kill the woman. Well, who is the woman? The woman is the black woman of America and the white women of America, who are the family members. Hebrews 10:12 says there's no difference between the Jew black woman and the white Gentile Jews. We're all the same. So we are the ones that have melanin in our skin, Latin, black, and white. We are the ones. And they're standing before us seeking to slay us. How do we know the dragon is a female? Because it says in Isaiah 13:22, it says the dragon and her delicate destroyed in the latter days. So she is the great red dragon seeking to slay the woman. Now, and it said, and this woman is going to bring forth a child that will rule with a rod of iron. Who is this child? This child is the representative of the woman. The woman is the majority in America, and they are the voters. And their representative right now is President Trump. And it said that the dragon will make war with the woman to try to kill her. And that this woman will be given the wings of an eagle. Well, who is that? I don't see no black women or no white women given no wings of an eagle. Trump has the wings of an eagle called Air Force One. And he was given this wing of an eagle so he would be able to flee from these behind hole stupid ass devils that's trying to kill him. And they're trying to get rid of him before he can deliver us out of a complete hell. And it said to be done a time and a half time, which is the amount of time it takes to be president. And they're trying to stop him. But then it says Michael and his angels. Remember, the children of Israel were very small in number, but it don't take that many of us. But it says Michael and his angels would fight against the dragon. The dragon was Hillary and Ocasio-Cortez and all of those people, and then Michael would overcome the dragon. What does that mean? He became the victim because he took away their victim status, because we're the lowest on the totem pole as black men. So when we stood beside Trump, we took away their moral authority. Now we have the moral authority, which made it easy for Trump to win, because the independents, who are the people, which is full of women who are scared to death that there's going to be some kind of a race war. But when they see me standing behind Trump, and I'm supposed to be the ultimate black supremacist, and Trump is supposed to be the ultimate white racist, which is all a lie, they see that we're not going to fight. Then the independents and our women lose their fear, and Trump wins the election. And when the devil saw, this great dragon saw that they prevailed not, they cast out a flood of propaganda against that child, which is Trump. And that child and Michael would have to withstand them until the earth, who is the earth, our women, which means our women would absorb it, find out what's going on, and defeat them, like Hagar was defeated by Sarah. Okay? So this is what Revelation 12 is talking about. The great red dragon is Hillary, Ocasio-Cortez, Tlaib, Omar, all of these bastards from hell, the serpent, Satan, and the devil, Revelations 12, 7 through 9. We will not allow these East Indian Arabs and Pakistanis, these Canaanites, or these white Cherokees, or these red Cherokees to impeach our president. That's a damn lie. It ain't gonna work, and we're gonna win 2020 and 2024 with President Trump forever.